am weeping. I haven't even finished all the episodes of Critical Role yet, and I don't want it to end.
I haven't either. I'm still like in the mid 90s. I'll
I
probably
haven't.
gonna catch up when I'm forced to drive across the country to my in-laws.
Yeah,
Oh,
I haven't watched in a while.
I
yeah.
think I'm only in the 60s, maybe less.
Yeah, that's
I'm in the
right.
Laughs in
early
episode
90s.
9.
What?
It's 4 hours of off. I don't have the attention span.
I usually have it in the background while I work.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, I'll
I've
put it on while I wash dishes.
Yeah, I've tried to do that, and I just get way too involved in the story that I forget what else I'm doing. Okay, perception. Please be good, please be good. Well, could have been worse.
Honestly, I think. I think I've still got 25 episodes to go or something. But I think that's it's time for something new. I mean, they've pretty much wiped out everything, so it's
Right.
and they're
Yeah.
all super powerful.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah,
I
it's still
am.
like 20 episodes to go.
Oh wow. Yeah, I am very curious what new characters they'll create and stuff. That'll be fun.
I hope Grog plays someone smart. Or
Yeah, Travis plays really, really good, smart characters
I
from the
know.
one-shots I've seen him do.
I know he's
Yeah.
brilliant. I would love to see him play a wizard. Like a super buff wizard.
and maybe Keel can play something that doesn't involve talking.
Yeah. Please. Please.
Ouch.
Sorry, I know. It's just she always tries to like talk, and her charisma score is terrible.
Yeah,
I understand.
exactly. If she's gonna.
So I guess maybe she should play something that does involve charisma.
Right. Yeah.
She should be a sorcerer,
Yeah.
right? Kale, you got lots of charisma.
Yeah. An amazing +1 modifier. It's all you need. People tell you to get +3 +4. Ha! You're playing the game wrong.
Yeah, Kale wasn't planning on what happened to him. So, all right. You guys wake up. It is pretty much dawn. The camp is starting to have a lot of activity early because Buela wants to get on the road. You guys are within sight of Waterdeep. It's a large enough town that you can see the. They call it a mountain. It's I looked it up. It's only 1,500 feet, but the mountain in the distance that the town or the city is built around. I would say Aldrik has been there before, though he usually approached from a different angle. Trym, I think you have not been there before. Most of your travels went to the east from Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
So you have not made this 2-month trek up the trade roads.
Okay. Cool.
How culturally different is Waterdeep to something like Baldur's Gate?
It is very, in some ways. It's a much more of a crossroads. While Baldur's Gate does see a lot of cross traffic from the south and east, Waterdeep has also the north, as well as much more of the seafaring, proportionally.
So Kale is gonna be culture shocked by stepping into New York City for the first time, basically.
Yeah.
It's NYC versus LA.
Alright. Sounds good.
Okay. So as you guys wake, I don't know if there's anything you want to do in the morning. Galdo is getting the horses ready. You notice that Carlin or Raf is with him at this point in time, having arrived sometime in the early morning. and is helping him.
Are there like couriers or messengers this far out that like you can send word into the city faster than the caravan?
Chances are you might have been able to corral someone last night when there were a lot of the farmers and other merchants who were coming through the caravan, talking about the wares and such. At this time in the morning, there's no one who's really planning on. There's no one who looks like they're a messenger running into the city ahead of time.
Oh. No, because I was just thinking it would be nice if we could send word to, hopefully, Lady Steelshine, who hopefully is still in the city, and hopefully hasn't pissed off somewhere else, just like she did last time.
Kale, you're so hopeful today.
Yeah, that's a lot of hopefuls.
About partway through the morning, probably through breakfast and tea, Mr. Newser comes by. He hands a banner to Galdo and a piece of parchment and says, Buela says it's fine for you guys to come up to the front of the caravan. People with, why don't we say, connections can get into the city and avoid the long line.
Well, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
And then Aldrik will turn to the others and mention that it sounds like Onthar and Leosin had arrived in town, so I'm sure we'll look to be meeting with them as well.
How did they get here so fast?
By ship.
Oh. Why didn't we go? Oh, right.
They gave you the crap job.
I forgot what I was doing here. I've just been driving wagons all day, every day for the last 2 months. I would like to say my animal handling is now proficient.
For horses, I'll give you that.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll take it.
For horses and driving, I will give you that. Okay. So...
Before Mr. Newser leaves? Or is he still hanging around?
Yeah. You can catch him before he leaves.
Before he leaves, Alvin will have to ask him, just really quickly, if he would know Glonshin's last name. And where he might find his family inside of Waterdeep.
His family should be with the Ruldagast Manor.
Naturally.
Do
you know his last name?
I don't know his last name.
Okay, thank you.
But if he's a champion, his name will be known there.
Okay, Alvin will bow to him and thank him again, and then return to the rest of the group.
So, Galdo takes the banner, hangs it on the wagon, on the driver's side, kind of in between the horses. It marks it as part of the Lord's Alliance. The symbology on it. And he tucks the parchment by his side.
When we get in Waterdeep, can I finally take my disguise off? It's so weird having hair.
I guess the only... I'm not
I
sure
say you can take it off now. I mean, we've pretty much busted whatever we could of the cult, and the rest are just
what do you mean we busted them? They're still here.
Oh, what?
We're following them.
Why are they still here?
Kale, are you awake?
We're following them because we just don't know where they're going.
Huh.
We're gonna follow them into the city and see where they go as well.
Wait,
Which I was asking if I could remove our my costume, I should say.
Wait, so when we obliterated Slaver Lady, they didn't just bail?
I don't
where,
think so.
Where would they bail to?
I'm assuming the perfume cart and the dragon sail cart are still with us?
Yes.
Okay, if Aldrik says that I should keep it on, then I'll keep it on for now.
Kale is mildly, well, more like thoroughly confused because he expects the rest of the cultists to behave like the shapeshifter carriage did. As soon as they get caught, they just scram to God knows where.
Is Kale assuming the shapeshifters were cultists?
No, but he just expected them to behave the same way.
Okay, so
Are they cultists? Now you made me question my own decision. No. I don't think Kale would see that connection, even if there was a connection.
All right. So you guys climb into the wagon for the most part. Carlin or Raph sits right behind the driver's seat. He looks like he's more than willing, Kale, to have you continue driving, as is Galdo. The cart moves towards the front of the caravan, and Galdo waves at Buela as you guys move into position. It looks like the carriage from Eagle Nest is first, being one of the houses of Waterdeep, followed by the Noozer wagon, and then followed by your wagon. Galdo says something about being listed on the manifest he has as a supply wagon for the Noozer wagon.
Wait, the Noosers are hot shit? Like, they're important people?
Yes, the Nooser wife is a part of House Roldegast.
What?
Or she was.
Yeah,
What?
That was the session like 2 weeks ago.
What?
That was the one Kale wasn't there, right?
Oh, was he gone?
Yeah, Kale wasn't there for it.
Was that? Yeah, that was the one that my machine also quit recording.
Wait, I thought those two old people were just crazy people who like to hunt liches for a hobby because they've run out of things to do in life. What?
No, they got a whole bunch of money, and we've got an invite to dinner with them while we're here in town.
The best way to spend your retirement is by hunting liches.
Once this whole thing blows over, I was actually hoping if they'd take an apprentice. Damn. I thought they were just... Whoa, okay, never mind. I guess I'm not going with them anymore.
Why wouldn't they consider an apprentice?
Is Kale saying this like out loud, or is this out of character?
Yes, this is out loud.
You might still be able to talk to Mr. Nooser. He seems like he wouldn't mind teaching.
Kale just shakes it. I didn't think they were important people. They didn't look the kind.
I think that was kind of the point.
Right. Alvin nods at Robin.
Okay, so as the wagon gets underway, Carlin starts telling you a little bit about what he knows regarding Leosin and Anthar. That they did come into town a couple of nights ago, that they've been very busy and they haven't looked too happy, but they have checked in with their connections and did find out that some suspicious half-dragons have passed through Waterdeep and headed north. And they would like to see what's happening with the half-dragons, and they have asked Raph to take over watching where these current cultists go or don't go. So Raph tells you he plans, once we hit the gates, to hop off of Galdo's wagon and kind of stick closer to Buela and the cultists.
All of us?
Yeah, to clarify, are we still following these cultists, or are we following the half-dragons?
So you guys ask Raph if you're following the cultists or the dragons, and Raph says, actually, Leosin said that you should meet him. They're having a meeting tonight at the Yawning Portal, and you would need to go to the back, and it is called the Council Quiet. So that means be quiet about it.
What is the Yawning Portal?
It's a tavern. Known,
Kale
known
looks
for-
visibly depressed. He thought it was actually a portal.
Well, it is the entrance to the Underdark.
What?
Oh.
It's a tavern and inn built around the entrance to the Underdark. The one in Waterdeep. So many adventurer goes into the portal. Not many come out.
Kale looks a little bit more happy now. Sounds like my kind of place. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I just out of character question. Is pyromancy a thing in D&D?
I think not 5th edition yet,
Okay. Alright then. That's fine.
but you can definitely choose your spells to be much more fire-based.
Oh, definitely. Kale will scrap all his non-fire-based all his repertoire will be fire-based. If it's not fire-based, it's because he has a very good reason that utility spell is useful. Like haste.
Yeah, we come up against a red dragon, you just kind of shrug. Good luck, guys, have fun.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit back here.
He'll cast haste on you, and he'll just rely on you to take care of it for him.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, as you guys are on the road, Carlin also tells you. So as I said, it is going to be the Harper's secret meeting room to the back. It's not that secret, but it is. You would ask for the quiet room, and you'll be directed that way.
I'm sorry, say it one more time. Ask for the quiet room? Is that what he said?
Yes, yes. And if you want to participate in the council, it uses the traditional method of admission. Have you guys played Intrigue before?
I have never even heard of it.
Is that out of character or in character?
That is in character.
Kale looks at the more experienced, aka older people.
I mean, presumably, it's this sort of thing that might have been played during my either A, in my time on the road as a merchant, or B, in the temple.
Go ahead, roll a history check like Trym did. Hopefully not
Could
quite
I-
like
I was gonna
Trym
say,
did.
I mean, chances
Could
are
I-
it probably will be like Trym did.
Yeah, true. Could I roll a history for Lex? Because
You
he's
may,
older
yes.
and he might know.
Yes, you may. Okay. So, Aldrik and Trym, you don't recognize the name of any sort of game that is known as Intrigue.
Kale holds up his finger. Hold up, mental lecture. By the way, do you guys now believe that there is somebody living up here?
Yeah, are you saying that in character?
Yes.
Alvin's kind of shrugs. Never no reason to
Okay.
disbelieve you.
Tree
Sorry,
nods.
what was Kale's question?
And do you guys still believe that somebody else is talking up in my head and I'm not just absolutely bonkers?
I believe both about you.
Yeah, that are not
Well,
mutual.
What?
Right. I think that'd be the general. I think that'd be the general consensus.
You set yourself up for that one.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Raph, Kale looks at Raph and he says, "That's the gambling game?"
He says,
Oh, I've never gambled before.
Oh no.
Kale picks up his spin crossbow. I did.
Oh,
So technically that was match fixing.
So Raph says yes, it's commonly used here in Waterdeep, and in order to be able to participate in the council, you would have to win against the guard. You would of course be able to attend even if you don't win. You would just not be able to vote, nor speak without being bidden to.
how do you play?
Okay, out of character. Lex knows the rules, he's just never played it. But he is familiar with the game.
He's heard of it, and he has never played it. So, Raph says to you, well, how about I tell you a little bit about Waterdeep, but let me also tell you about the rules to the game.
I mean, I would really like to vote and speak without having being bidden to, and I think I can say that everybody else in my party agrees. So
That's ironic.
I mean,
one of us being to speak, whether it's you or not, that's another matter.
well, yeah, of course, but like, it would be nice for us to be able to have a voice. Like, what if they just send us to? All right, now the 5 of you go kill a black dragon because he's about to become a Drake Coalition, and we're just like, and we have no vote, no say, and we're just being sent to our deaths. Like, that wouldn't be cool, would it?
No, I think we all agree. We would like to try and be able to speak if possible.
I wanted to play the game.
Raph says, well, then you guys better learn the game. You also probably should learn a little bit about Waterdeep. Okay, so let's do this way. This is now out of character or outside of this. I am going to have Raph just kind of read a little bit, meaning so I don't have to, from the Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide about Waterdeep, and then while you guys look over the house rules for the game.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so and
Oh, that's what the intrigue card game is about. Okay.
that is so. And I have no idea if this will work, but I'm essentially just going to, that thing that was reading out loud. I'm just going to have Raph talk about that. I think, well, I guess we'll try just a section and see if people can talk over him or not.
Rising from the shores of its deep harbor to ring the great mountain standing tall out of the sea of swords is Waterdeep. This great metropolis stands as the pinnacle of what a great city might be, in wealth, influence, and stability. Waterdeep's shops and merchants offer goods of every sort from every corner of the lands, and even the rarest of items can be procured, given sufficient coin and patience. Adventurers lacking one or the other can very
So
easily
everyone
find all
should be
manner
able
of
to open
employment,
the intrigue.
from simple escorting of
rules.
caravans, to
Yeah,
guarding
I'm reading it now.
Okay.
to investigating a ruin or rumor of monsters anywhere in the north.
Okay. Yeah, I think I will just talk a little bit about Waterdeep some more. But let's talk. So Raph says to you, as you guys are approaching, he's talking about how, there's about 100,000 people who actually live in Waterdeep. So a lot of it is pretty safe. But there are sections that are not so safe.
Pretty normal for a city.
Yes, there are two. Well, okay. The governing body, as you guys already know, are the Masked Lords of Waterdeep. There's 16 members, and usually when they appear in public, except for the Open Lord, they are masked and magically protected from divinations and other forms of magic. And when they meet in council, usually all 16 are not needed. Usually only a quorum of 7 is needed. And only one lord is known to the public. Otherwise, there's the city guard and the city watch. And here outside of the city, as you guys approach, you see mostly the city guard. So Raph tells you, you'll have a chance to practice this game because the meeting is after sundown, and we should be arriving at the main gate for Waterdeep before noon.
Okay, that sounds good. And you're going to take over following these wagons for us?
Yes. I think they're just going to head for the caravan camp. And if they go the same way as the half dragons, they are probably heading north.
Oh boy, more travel north. How fun! And the good news, Mr. Porkin, I think you can probably disrobe and get back to being your normal self.
Oh, thank goodness. I can be Alvin again.
Hey, Trym, you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Okay, good.
I think I have a basic idea of the rules, too.
Yeah, I think I get it. I mean, it's sounds vaguely similar to a game that I've played where you have your cards and you flip them up to try and score.
Raph says, do you want to practice it?
That would be great.
Sure.
Is it going to be Aldrik and Alvin, or
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Okay.
What about me? Can I play?
You guys can definitely take turns.
So is it just a 2-player game?
It is a 2-player game, so you guys will be playing against the guard and trying to get the most points. Okay, so, and for some reason my deck does not show, but I can still deal. Who's playing?
You want to go first, Aldrik?
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, pretty cards.
Well, Aldrik, do you want to just play against Alvin?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Oh, that works. Okay. I thought we were playing against a guard. I'm sorry.
No, well, that's what eventually will be. Now,
What? Yes.
are the cards supposed to have numbers showing on them right now?
Yes. So, hold on.
That's the value of each influence, or each power card, I guess.
Yes.
I see. Okay.
Okay, let's hope this works. I have not tried this. Okay, so you should have cards above your name, and when you
see.
click on it, that should be what's in your hand.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the way it works, and we'll just pretend this is Raph explaining to you, is you would, when it's your turn, you draw a card and then play one of the 4 tokens in front of you. Okay, so Aldrik, let's have you kind of be the top half of the screen and Alvin the bottom half.
Okay.
Um,
And so I place, for example, if I want to take the secret action, do I
Yes.
drag my card to the 1?
so
or do I
you
click
would,
on 1 and then the card that I want to secret?
so you would drag your card from your pile onto the playmat, and then you'd move the secret token on top of it.
All right, and theoretically, Alvin can't see that, right?
Yes, he should not be able to see it unless you select the card and flip it.
Yeah, right now I just see face down.
Okay, and
So
actually,
I can't select the 1 thing.
shoot. Okay, let me change that.
I can move Aldrik's card, however. This card's mine now.
Okay, hold on 1 second. It's because I haven't.
To be clear, I have a 6 above my character portrait, but I only have 5 cards in my hand. Is that correct?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Mine changed to 5 when I dropped it.
I
You only have 5 cards in your hand?
I only have 5, yes. I don't have a
Oh.
6 card.
Sorry, I got 6.
I see. Cheating Alvin from the start. Alvin doesn't know better, though.
He rolled really high on a secret sleight of hand. You didn't know.
Aldrik right. has 7 cards.
Okay, I'm not sure why you don't. So let's just deal you another one. Actually, in Aldrik, before you played, you actually were supposed to be dealt another one. So
No, I need to draw one more card?
Yeah.
So do I click on the 5 then?
So there is a deck that for some reason is not coming up. I don't know why, but
but Alvin's now says that he has 7 cards in his hand.
Yeah, but I only have 6 in my hand.
Yeah, when I look at it. Yeah. So hold on 1 second.
Oh, I just got an extra card.
Yeah, that would have been the one that you would have drawn, if that makes sense. But for some reason, I do not know why Alvin's does not have 7 cards, because he should have. See, this is what I get for experimenting with things. Okay, so hold on 1 second.
Okay, I can drag my 1 now. I'm going to steal my card back from Alvin.
Okay, so yeah, let me get the other ones changed.
No, it seems like the number 1's on the... Okay, that works. Yeah, we can just do it like that.
Alright, so my turn's done.
Okay. So 1 second. I need to give Alvin 1 more card, because right now, Alvin, even though it says 7, you only have 6 in your hand.
Yes.
Which makes no sense to me, but...
That's an interesting picture. Okay. Then I will do the same thing. I'll take a secret. So I just drag it to the board?
So you just drag it to the board and throw your secret token.
Here, I'll mirror
what
Aldrik did. A little bit closer. Okay, and that'll end my turn.
Okay, and Aldrik, I'll give you another card.
Okay. We'll take the aid action.
Okay.
So then I need to flip them, right?
Yeah, you should be able to flip them. Let me know if you can't.
Oh, wow. Wow, you have a lot of really cool cards.
Oh, what?
So you could keep one of those.
Okay, I don't see a marker that says what they correspond to which power leader, though.
Wait, does it matter what power they correspond to?
Yes. So
that's not clear at all from the cards.
Okay.
I have no idea what
it's right next to the number.
So let me wrap this out. Let me explain a little bit more. The dragons would go with Tiamat.
Oh, okay.
So anyone who plays dragons, you would play trying to get the most dragons to earn Tiamat's favor. The elementals would go with the wizard, number 4, and you would try to have the most elementals on your side to gain that favor.
I see.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Each of the
I'm
factions...
playing this completely wrong, but it's going to work out for me, so it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Each of the factions in the corner of their card should have their faction symbol as well. So you should know which one of these are with the Harpers, which ones are with the Lord's Alliance, which ones are with the Zentarum, and which ones are with the Order of the Gauntlet and the Emerald Enclave.
All I see are numbers.
Yeah, they're not in the corner, but the symbols are right next to the numbers.
Yeah, so if you click the card, because you can't
right
see
next
it...
to the numbers?
If you click the card, it will enlarge, and you should be able to see the symbol. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like sometimes they're either above or right next to, or this one's below it. It's always like an above, below, or right next to the number on all my cards.
Okay, so like on the blue dragon card that you were looking at right now, where is it?
Oh,
is
it doesn't
not
apply
on the.
to TMF.
It does right. It doesn't apply to
Oh,
the
it's
dragons
only on
because
the
they're kind of
twos. Oh, twos and threes.
yes.
Gotcha.
The ones that are
I get
actually factions, since it's
No, that
not
makes sense.
necessarily evident what they are. It's more how they deal with things.
So the numbers on the card don't actually mean anything?
It means how many there are of that card.
Wait, that's how many there are of that card. I thought it was like is that not an influence number?
So, and it ends up being an influence number. So, let me.
So that means there's only 2 of these gray, 2 of these green, and 2 of these brown
That is exactly what I mean.
in the entire deck. Interesting.
In the entire
Okay.
deck.
So wow, it's a lot easier to count cards in this game. Okay.
Yes. So it should be a lot easier for you to figure out, kind of, what you want the other person to take.
Interesting. Okay.
So basically, we're trying to calculate the number of leaders they win and the sum of their influence points.
So
like right now, he's going to take one of my dragons, and I'm going to keep the other 2, right?
So
and the 5s are influence. So as of right now, I'm beating him 10-5.
no, total of 5 is one. If you get that influence token, let's say it goes to you. Whoops, then that would be 5, worth 5.
But in terms
Okay, so
of influencing that token, you are winning 10-5.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So okay, I see. So it's basically we're fighting over that token. If that token's worth 5 points, I need it to 11 points total.
11
or the
points
most.
or the most. So right now you've got
As far as we know, it's 5-0. Because I'm right now. If it ended, I would win that token.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why it's really clever to use 3 of the same type for your aid, because that kind of guarantees that you still win that influence either way.
So,
I have the right basic strategy there. Just I didn't understand what it was doing. So okay, cool.
Yeah.
I got it.
So I'll move the 3 over there because you've used it and you can't use it again.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. All right. So Alvin, I'll go ahead and deal you another card.
Huh. Okay. Do we know how many cards are in the... Oh, I guess we do, because it's 2, 4, 6, 9, 12, 16, 21.
By the time you end this, everyone does their turn, there's only 1 card left that's wasted.
Okay, but there are 21 cards total in the deck. And I can guess what he probably has based off... Okay.
Except he draws each time.
Right, but he has a limited pool to draw from what I know.
Yes.
Okay. In reserved, these cards will not be scored in this round. So...
Does that mean they'd be scored in a future round?
That's only in the case of a tie, right? Because if he has more influence than I do, he wins the game?
Yes. So reserve means that you're pretty much just wasting those cards.
And I have to take the reserved action before the round's over?
Yes. So you could hide cards based on that. You may or may not do that.
Interesting. Okay. So... Okay, here's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to use the trade action. Well, no, I lied. I'm going to do the aid action. So I'm going to use 3 cards from my hand. How do I flip them?
So you pull them out of your hand, and then when you click them...
right-click, and then there'll be a flip option.
Yeah, it should give you a flip card.
Okay. And then Aldrik chooses 1.
Yeah.
Interesting. Alright, let me look at the symbols.
I want to move the secret away from the power cards, so you have a little bit more room with them.
Sure.
Yeah, because you actually won't even... You'll use it at the very end. I'll move it for you, Aldrik, while you decide.
Okay. So the one thing I'm confused about. So it looks so basically you're going to end up with cards that you actually play. You'll end up with 2 from the 8 action, 2 from the trade action, and 1 from the secret action. So each person's going to only play 5 cards total.
On their side, but they'll be getting an aid and a trade from the other player.
Sure. So 8 cards total. Yes, because there'll be 2 on each side that are reserved, and then 1 that's not drawn. So it'll be 8 cards total played.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I think
I'll
your
take
cat is slowing
this one, I
down and it's
guess.
annoying me. Bah.
Okay, I think you can place that with the
Yeah.
power, yeah. Okay, that's my turn.
And I will deal, if I can find the deck. Sorry, I'm going to move this just a moment. Okay.
I've already forgotten what my secret card is.
I think you can take it and look. Are you allowed to look at it again? Yeah. So if you hit take, I think it'll go back into your hand, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's useful. I'm glad I put that down. I'll do that again.
All right. Aldrik, did you get a card? I just wasn't sure.
I did. I'm just trying to
Okay.
decide what the optimal strategy is here. So I'm going to take the trade one. I'm just trying to decide what the best approach is.
Raph tells you that each player of this game tends to have their own strategy.
I'm sure.
Can I move the influence box that has my hand in it? Can I drag it some way?
Influence box.
Like that has my hand in it?
Oh, no, I think it appears right above your name.
I see. Okay.
I could.
It's not a big deal. I just.
So it's kind of right in the middle of the screen for me. Is the yeah. Anyway, pick the ones on your side or the ones on my side.
Oh,
They need to be face
you have
up.
yeah, they have to be face up. So.
Wait, no. Oh, face up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. That's a lot less interesting.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would be more fun if they were.
Because otherwise,
face down.
this action is very similar to the 8 action, except that you see them all. It'd be cooler if it was face down.
Yeah, and I'm definitely going to be taking the top 2. So these 2 elementals are mine.
Yeah, I did my action based on the fact that they would be unseen.
I agree with you. I think it'd be more interesting if it was. It's kind of like the Princess Bride drinking the the poisoned wine or whatever.
Exactly.
Okay, we deal to Alvin.
Oh, Uno! Wait, wrong game.
Wrong game.
So I'm gonna move this over here since it's been played. Aldrik.
All right.
Okay.
And, sorry, Alvin played this one, right? So I'll move that out. Oh, did I deal you something, Alvin?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
And I think I used. Oh, was my alarm? I think I used the aid earlier. I'm about to do trade though.
Oh, whoops. Sorry. Okay.
That's okay. I fixed it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do No, I won't. I'm gonna do trade. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Okay, I'll drink top 2 or bottom 2.
So you've got 2 Harpers and 2 whatever the other things are.
Yeah.
Lord's Alliance.
Oh, that's the Alliance. Okay, so I'll take the Harpers. And that's basically it. I mean, no one's else going to score any points, so we can add it up now.
Well, we have to set the reserve cards, so...
Right, the reserve cards aren't going to matter, are they?
If we tie, they will.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what we use for?
Well, it depends on when you play it. Okay, so Aldrik, those 2 will be your reserve, and
Yes. So you try to toss them up there and leave them face down?
yeah, or leave them in your hand. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so then you would show your secret cards and play them on the board.
Well, look at you with all those dragons.
Okay, so,
So I win by 1
Not
point.
part of the cult? Lol.
Yeah. 5.
I'm a +1 over him.
Okay.
Do we... I guess we don't include that, too.
So anything that is a push, for example, this one would... So these would go that direction. This is... Yeah, sorry, can't see it when it's underneath.
Yeah, I have 10 and he has 9? If I did that right?
Yeah, I'm counting the same.
Yeah, 1. So
Oh, and then it's whoever wins the most leaders after that. So then we would be tied. Because we have the same amount of leaders.
yes,
Is that how that works?
But the leaders are different point values, right?
yes, but
the
the
leaders
first.
are the middle things.
So the scoring works that it's whoever got the most leaders. But if it's a tie, if no, then it's by influence points.
So then Aldrik wins, because we tied on leaders, but he has more influence points. Because we both got 3 leaders, I think,
Yeah.
but Aldrik has 10 influence points and I have 9.
Right.
Yeah, and actually, the way the game is played is you would actually play a second round, but the only things that would be in play would be the ones that did not go to anyone.
Oh, so it's literally just the...
The 2 cards each of us has?
So it would no, you would actually shuffle everything back, but we're going to play it because of the time, by just points
Okay, that's fine.
as a second.
All right.
But anyway,
That was fun. Good job, Aldrik.
Yay, alright. That was interesting.
Strategically speaking, therefore, you should use your reserved action early is your first or your second move then, right? So you can play it some other time.
You can't play reserved on that round is the problem.
Well, yeah, which is why you want to play it early, right?
Well, so if you play the reserve, you can then grab those cards back out again to use them again. Is that how that works?
Is that true?
'Cause it looks
no,
like
the
they're
whole
just gone.
the whole thing. Yeah, the whole thing would just come straight back in.
How did you get up here?
Yeah, I'm just saying. So I don't really understand the purpose of the reserves. Actually.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm not sure what function the reserved is.
It's because you can hide things. So, if you want to change the balance of what's out there, so that someone might be tricked into thinking that if they get one, but you've got, they choose 1, but you put 2 in reserve, then you would get that one if it's a 3 person.
Wait,
If that
Wait,
makes
so the cards in reserve do count?
No, but they hide. So let's say you hid 2 out of the 3 Harpers.
Okay.
Then 1 Harper card would be sufficient to win that whole thing.
Oh, it's just okay. So it's to throw a wrench in the counting cards aspect.
Yeah.
I see. So it's to make it harder for your opponent to predict what cards you have in your hand.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
One sec, I have to throw the dog out. Wait. Yeah, whatever. Same thing.
well, I think I understand it basic enough to at least give it a shot against the guard. I don't know if I'll beat him, but at least I'll understand.
Yeah.
I want to play.
Okay. Does anyone want to play against Robin?
I'll give it a go. I'm not sure that I really understand 100%, but I'll give it a go.
I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'll do it anyways.
That sounds like a Robin attitude if I've ever heard one.
Yep.
Alright, let me see if you guys both got 6. This time you both got 6.
Okay, so how does this work?
So, what is in front of you? Trym, why don't you take top, Robin take the bottom set, and you're trying to gain as much influence. I should rename this influence on the different factions of power on the power cards. So the way you get influence is by getting the most cards in that category.
Okay.
Okay, so you are allowed to do one of each of the moves that's there, putting one in reserve, 2 in reserve, keeping one secret, having the other player choose one and you keep the other 2, or 2 and 2. And you each will take a turn rotating to get the cards to be on your side.
Okay.
So who wants to go first? I'll deal them the card.
I can. I guess.
Okay.
What's going on?
So Trym's going to go first. I'm going to deal her a card, and she's going to look and do one of the moves that's in front of her, one of the choices.
Okay. Alright. The one that says 7 now? That the number went up to 7? I click it?
Yes. So yeah, the one right above your name should have your deck of cards.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So
got it.
So if you click it, you should be able to see them, and if you can't tell which faction they are, you can click on that card and it will enlarge it.
Okay. Alright. And now do I drag and drop to...
So which move would you like to do? The reserve, the secret, the aid, or the trade?
I think I would like to do the reserve.
Okay. So you would pull the 2 cards you want to reserve to the side, your side, to the side, and then move the little reserve token over to the side so you know that's been played. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Maybe. There we go. Okay. Click.
Okay. And then, yeah, you might want to move them a little bit higher off the board so you have room to play your...
Right.
Okay. And then while you do that, I will deal Robin her next card. Okay. So Robin, as your turn, you would decide which of these 4 moves you would like to do.
Just a second, my computer is being insanely slow.
That's no fun.
Alright, so, alright.
I should have Raph continue reading to you guys.
What do I do?
Okay, so did you click on your cards to see what's in your hand?
Okay. If the thing lets me click on it.
Shall we play a game?
So now what do I do?
Okay, so you see the cards that are in your hand. You would choose one of the actions above, either to put one secretly to be played later, or 2 to be on reserve, or that you would place 3 face up, and Trym will get to choose 1, and you keep the other 2 and lay them on your your side of the board, or the last option is 4. Then you would put 2 pairs down, face up, and Trym would choose 1 pair, and you would get the other pair.
I'm sorry, I'm just going to breathe. So I think probably going to choose the secret.
Okay, so you would drag it from your hand onto the table.
Alright.
Okay, and then you'd move the secret down below so you know you've played that one. Okay, and then Trym, I will deal you another.
I would if my computer would let me.
Okay, so could try a trade token.
Okay, so you put 4 cards out in 2 pairs, and then flip them face up, and then Robin would choose which 2. You guys are in the back of the cart. These cards are like all slipping around as you go on the road.
Okay. 1. Oops, nope. Out there. Go out. 2. Out you go. 3. 4.
Okay, so you would want to flip them all over, and then put them into 2 pairs, and Robin would get to choose a pair, if that makes sense.
Right.
So you'll want to,
I threw the gauntlet out there because it's a gauntlet.
So Robin, you would look at the 2 pairs that she gave you and choose one of the sets. Can you see them?
Just a second, my computer's being slow. And I take this pair.
Okay, so you would go ahead and set them next to their power cards. So for example, this one would go here, and that one with the Zentarum down on the end. Perfect. And Trym would place hers as well. The gauntlet, like she said, and the Emerald Enclave would be the other one. And then she'd move her little 4 off to the side, knowing that she's played it.
So according to this, the Crown's Alliance and the Harpers are more powerful than the others?
In Waterdeep, yes. Oh, so Trym, actually, I'm going to move these down to their influence cards. Just so,
Okay.
and okay,
Oops.
and then I think I covered it, but it's okay. You know that you can't play the one that is covered. And then Robin, you're getting another card.
Come on, stupid computer, stop pausing every 5 seconds. It's annoying.
Yeah, I don't know if this is too
No, my computer's just slow.
Okay. So then I dealt another card. You would choose which one of the actions remaining that you have you would like to do. Okay.
I'm going to. Oh, what was the options I can do? I'm sorry, my brain's just
So
half
up
here.
up still next to the power cards, you have that you can put 2 on reserve. They would not be played at all this round. You can do what Trym did and put down 4 cards, 2 pairs, and Trym would get to choose 2. Or you can put down 3 cards face up, and Trym would get to choose 1.
Let's see here.
Okay. Well, you think Raph is going to talk a little bit more about Waterdeep.
Waterdeep was named for its outstanding natural deep water harbor, and the city that grew up at this site became the commercial crossroads of the northern realms. Waterdeep has other names, though usually by those in love with the city. It has been called the City of Splendors or the Crown of the North. It is the most important and influential city in the north and perhaps in all the continent. While it is actually on the shores of the Sword Coast and far north, it is still considered part of the Western Heartlands.
He really doesn't have much of a speaking voice. He should work on that.
Yeah, his charisma's kind of low.
Should Alvin talk like this?
Yeah.
I mean, shouldn't Harper's be higher charisma?
True, but maybe that's why they put him out on the road a lot.
Sure. There you go.
No one wants to hear him speak, so they just send him away for months at a time.
What did I say?
It's really important what you're doing. Really, go away, please.
And
Are you doing the aid action or the trade action?
the 8, I believe.
Okay, so putting 3 out.
Yes. Here we go. And now what do I do?
Okay, so now you flip them. I can flip them for you if you'd like.
Yeah, that'd be nice. It'd probably be faster.
Okay. And then I'll kind of move them up. Trym, you would take a look at the 3 that are here. Whoops, sorry. I'll move them a bit so it makes more sense. And you would choose one. And that would become yours.
I will choose this one.
Okay, so that would go over to the Harper side. Actually, I'm going to just move this so you know what you can still play. And then I will stack these over here. And then, Robin, I will go ahead and put your aid token here so you know it's been played.
Thank
And
you.
Trym, I will go ahead and deal you a card. And then you have 2 moves left. You can either do the aid action like Robin just did, or you can put 1 secret one in reserve. I'm actually going to move your reserve back a little bit so you have room to play it. But I don't see many elementalists out here.
I'll try a secret one.
Okay. All right. So, Robin, you have 2 options left. One is to either put 2 on reserve, 2 cards on reserve, or to do the trade option like Trym had done with 2 pairs, and she would choose 1.
Okay, and I think I'm gonna do the trade.
Okay.
And that will be.
Did I give you a card?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
So. One. Oh crap, I forgot which one I put down. Because I moved them and I forgot. That sucks. And my computer's being a butt.
Okay, I'll move it back to your. Whoops. I didn't mean to take it. Sorry. Hold on. I think you have to click it to take it. It just put it in my deck.
Don't worry, it just.
Okay. All right, so I'll just put those together.
Those two are right over there together. I missed. Can you move my secret card down? It's gonna
Yeah.
take my computer an
I'm gonna move it this way over to the side. Okay.
Alright, and then I was gonna put this one and this one. Alright,
Okay, I'll move that up and I'll flip them for you.
thank you.
I didn't like when I tried to flip that. There we go. Can you see them, Trym?
Yes, they're the ones over here, right?
Yep. And these. So this set, yeah, the stone elemental with the emerald enclave, and then the Zentarum and the green dragon.
Okay. I think I want the dragon.
Okay, I'll move the dragon up for you. Oops.
Thank you. When in doubt, go with the dragon.
Oops. Okay, and then I'll go ahead, Robin, and put yours in. Okay, and Trym, you've got one last card coming your direction. For your aid.
Okay.
I should make these cards smaller.
Alright, so for the aid, I need to put them all out and then turn them. Wait, no.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. You'd put them. You'd put 3 out, and yeah, and then flip them over, and
You sweet boy. Alright, so. So this is the aid, right?
yep. So Robin, at the top of the screen, you would choose one of those.
Okay. I. I'm pretty certain I'm gonna lose. Sigh. Oh well.
Okay. First of all, it's the first time you guys have been playing this, so
Yeah. Like, I have no idea at this point. I'm just going with it.
okay.
And I'll just take one of the harpers. Just give me one of them.
Okay, I'll give you a harper. Okay, and then Trym's got the other 2, and then your last one, Robin, would be on reserve anyway. But I'll go ahead and deal it. So.
Here's what it would be, though.
All right. So I'll move these, Trym.
Okay.
Okay. So my guess. So then
Did they
you
flip
play
their
your.
secrets already?
They have not put their secrets out. So, Robin, I'll flip your secret. and put it out here. And Trym, do you want me to flip the secret or do you have it? Okay, those are your reserve.
Oh, okay.
So those actually would, not be played. It would be this one here. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I forgot
Okay.
which one it was.
Perfect.
All right.
Wow.
Literally a tie.
Yeah. All right.
Tied.
And I think it is 100% a tie, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Yes,
close.
I guessed right. Yay.
All right. So usually in a game like this, for example, the only ones that went anywhere would be the Lord's Alliance and the Harpers. So then it would be played again, but these tokens are already taken. So if their influence doesn't matter. They used
Oh.
cards.
So for round 2, the 3s are basically worthless.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now that makes sense.
That does make a lot more sense for the reserved action too.
Anyway. All right.
Okay.
So as you finish this round, Raph leaps off the wagon and says, I better stay. We just passed the supply cart for the caravan. I'll stick near Buela. And he hops off and he kind of disappears from view. You see that most of the caravan behind you is queuing up. They're getting in this very long line that you can't even see the gates yet for Waterdeep. But you guys keep going. The pavement is very wide at this point, and you see many of the city guard patrolling the outside. But you guys get to go up to the front. It takes approximately another hour of riding past when the rest of the caravan had to stop and get in line. You can estimate that it would probably take them almost till nighttime to get into the gates. But you guys get to come all the way to the front. The Eagle Nest carriage in front of you shows a couple of pieces of paper and is unchallenged, goes in. The Muser wagon similarly goes in, and he gestures, you can see, towards Galdo's wagon, and you guys pass into the city unhampered and unchallenged. Galdo looks back at you and says, do you guys want to go to the caravan camp where I'm going, or did you want to hop off here and start exploring the city?
Alvin, so we hop off here.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, and I can take off by disguise, right?
Yep.
Yes, Alvin does that immediately.
As long as we're not going to the caravan camp, definitely.
The wig falls on the ground in the gutter.
Oh no.
Alvin actually has some hair growing on his head because he hasn't shaved since they started the wagon.
I was kind of hoping there was a bit of glue or paste on the wig, so when you tore it off, it actually hurts, like ripping off a band-aid.
That's okay. I got cooked by a lightning dragon, so that's
But
really
that's
nothing.
true. No, but if it had paste and you pulled it off, then the hair that was growing could have got pulled up with the paste.
Oh, I meant on my head, like actual hair.
Yeah, I know. But say
Oh,
there
I
was
see what
paste
you're
under
saying.
the wig, and then it becomes like a wax, right? And you just rip it off, and all the hair comes out, and you have the baldest head you've ever had.
That does not sound pleasant.
No, but it gets the job done.
So, are we gonna finish the game?
Oh, it's
Or-
done.
No, we still need to get in the yawning portal, which Kale still hopes to be a portal.
Trust me, Robin, you'll have a chance to play. And in between the session, I will leave it on this card thing. I think you guys should have access to anything if you feel like fiddling around.
What time is the council quiet meeting? Do you say? Does that say those tonight?
Yeah.
Does anyone recall?
Yeah, she said it was like after sundown.
Right.
And what time is it now?
It is about
Noon?
noon.
Okay. Kale, do you want to go see if we can find Lady Steelshine?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Do you have the gem?
Aldrik will accompany as well.
Or is it with me?
I have it.
Okay, you have it. Right. Alright.
So where's everybody going?
We're gonna go look for Lady Steelshine.
Cindy, if I remember correctly, Leosin will meet us tonight at the quiet room?
At the quiet council quiet.
Right. Yes, that.
Yes.
So we can't find him before then either. Yeah, might as well waste our time looking for Lady Steelshine.
Alright, if that's where everybody else is going, I'll go too.
You could go to the inn and book us some rooms.
No thanks.
Okay. Crazy people doing crazy people things. Just it's. Yes, you can come along.
All
Okay,
right.
Trym, go book us some rooms.
Okay, so you guys hop off the wagon. You see that there's quite a few wagons in this city going all different directions. Unlike Baldur's Gate, which if you remember, they don't allow wagons through the city, so all the streets are narrow and have lots of steps and all sorts of ways to try to make it so people have to pay for couriers for their goods. You do notice that the road divides soon after the south gate, and you guys.
So Waterdeep's different or the same as Baldur's Gate?
It's different. These have wide streets. One second. You guys are at the bottom of the map, bottom right-hand side. You've just passed through the south gate. Underneath
If
the
my
south port
computer loads it, then I'll see.
All right. And you actually pass through the main troll wall. Okay, and as you enter, you see that it is a very bustling metropolis. There are quite a few people. It's high noon, so there's quite a few people moving about. There's horses, there's carts, there's all sorts of things. Trym, I'm assuming you're with Grog.
Yes.
Yeah, and you do see a couple of other, not very many, but riding dogs around. Looking around, it is a very diverse population, though humans still make up most of the group, somewhere about 2/3. But you see quite a few elves and dwarves, some halflings and half-elves, and even a few gnomes and half-orcs running around.
I've never seen this many people before.
Yeah, Alvin's in general awe, the sheer number of people.
I didn't know this many people existed in the world. Like, I knew the world is a big place, that I didn't think there's so many people.
I know, right?
I need to blow up a few of them just to clear the streets.
Hey, keep your hands in your pockets.
You know I can still cast it with my hands in my pockets, right? Probably. Yes, I can actually.
Just keep your hands in your pockets. Make me feel better.
Okay.
Simba.
Kale just looks at Alvin. Well,
Where does Lady Steelshine live? He looks at Kale.
you're the one who got the mandate from her. Don't look at me. I've never seen the person.
She didn't give me her house address, Kale.
Well,
Can Kale look for messengers or couriers? No? There should be plenty, I suppose.
So you're looking around for messengers at the moment?
Or somebody who would know
Or a
the
city
layout of
guard.
the land. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
I'd prefer a messenger, honestly.
Alvin looks for a city guard.
All right. Here by the gate, you guys have just passed through the troll wall and into the city proper. The road divides where the high road goes a bit to the north and the east. It is the wider of the two roads, and that's the direction actually that Galdo and had headed off to. Around here, like I said, there's a lot of people, but you can see that there are the city watch. Sorry. And they are in a uniform, usually, well, close to a uniform. They have green and black and gold, and they seem to be pretty friendly. Most people here are, don't look grumpy. They're all walking around. They do look like they've got business as they go about, but they seem pretty pleasant. You do
Okay.
see you do see a member, actually a pair, at the intersection where Galdo has dropped you off. So, oops, dang it, wrong thing.
Do they look preoccupied in any sense?
They're just watching. Well, that's a big thing.
Okay, Alvin will approach them.
They watch you approach.
Ah, hello, I'm Alvin. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. How can I help you?
I need to meet with Lady Steelshine. Would you kindly point me in the direction of her residence?
Is she a noble? Is she a part of a house? Lady would be part of a house. Is she one of the Waterdeep nobles?
Alvin stares at them. Yes?
Are you sure you know her?
I met her once for about 20 minutes.
And she lives in Waterdeep?
Apparently. That's what I've been told by 3 people.
They kind of look at each other. Okay, Lady Steelshine. None of the houses in Waterdeep are Steelshines.
Alvin looks lost and confused.
Maybe we would have better luck if we, found some harpers or something and asked them the whereabouts of Lady Steelshine.
Are you saying this to Alvin?
Yeah.
Okay, Alvin will look at her, then look at them. Say, do you know where I could find some harpers who would know where Lady Steelshine is?
Are you a harper?
No, I'm Alvin.
Oh, well,
Very
I
happily
know-
Alvin, by the way. I miss being me for the last couple months.
he nods. Well, the Harpers aren't like the Lord's Alliance. They don't have they have a library. Maybe that's what you're looking for.
Oh, I like libraries. Where is it?
So, have you ever been to Waterdeep before?
Absolutely not. It's great. I love it here.
And so, like, Aldrik is just sitting in the back and just kind of bemused by this whole thing.
Are there always so many people?
Yeah, usually it's spring. There's a lot of people.
Oh. Okay. Where's the library?
Well, there's 2 libraries. I don't know which ones the Harpers use most for meetings, but one is really close to the City of the Dead, north of here.
That sounds unpleasant. Where's the other one?
He looks at you. Harbor District?
That sounds better. Okay, we'll go there. Why do you have a city for dead people?
Because we don't want the dead among the living.
But why don't you just put them in a cemetery?
They are in the cemetery. Okay,
But-
look, kid. The City of the Dead is the old cemetery, and people use it as a park. It's very nice during the day. We close it up at night, though, because there's a lot of things that come out at night.
A lot of undead things.
Yep. But it's okay. Once it's closed up, we've got people posted. It's all fine.
Oh. Okay, well, I stand by my earlier assessment. That does not sound safe. So, Harbor District.
All right. So, probably the easiest way is if you head west. Can't you hear the gulls?
Alvin listens. Can he hear seagulls? I don't know if he's ever heard one before.
Yeah, you'd be able to hear gulls.
Does it sound like mine?
Nice.
It's great.
The guy's just all, I can't leave my post.
Oh. Okay, well, thank you for your help. So we'll return to his friends and inform them of any part of the discussion they didn't hear.
Kale will still look for a career, and hopefully the headmaster of the messengers is some kind of info broker.
Are you asking the guard?
No, well, I expected since... Wait, was it this town that had the small streets that discouraged carriage
Sorry,
use?
hold on 1 second.
No, that was Baldur's Gate.
Ah. Well then, yes. Wait, oh, she's gone.
Sorry, some of these things have things I don't want. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah, if there are no visible courier services, then yes, I'll ask the city guards, where could I find courier service?
Do you use the term career services?
Courier services, messengers, people that deliver stuff, people that can tell me where stuff is.
Oh, yeah.
Tourist center.
Tourist center. We don't have a tourist center, but if you go to any inn, there's lots of people who can help you find your way around the city. There's inns everywhere. But
What's a nearby reputable one?
oh, you don't want to go towards Dockward then?
Is Dockward over where the harbor is?
Yes.
Kale
So,
looks at Alvin. You go west and I'll go east then?
East leaves the city, doesn't it?
North.
South.
East-ish.
Southeast does.
Okay. Do they have better inns at the City of the Dead?
No, people don't.
What a lackluster city. Okay.
What's it?
Oh, by the way, could you tell me where House Wodagost is?
Oh, yeah. Do you have business with them?
Yes.
Do you have their seal?
No. One of their members has recently lost his life, and I wanted to inform his family.
Kale looks at Alvin. Wait, Lich Kid is dead?
No.
Huh?
I'll tell you in a little bit.
Oh. Okay.
He says, House Woldegast is in the castle ward.
Oh, that sounds much nicer than the City of the Dead. Where's that?
Okay. He's all, well, that one is definitely away from both South Ward and from the Dock Ward.
Wow, I'm going to see the whole city at this rate.
Yep. Do you see the mountain over here to the west? And you look, there is a rocky type of mountain with some vegetation on it. And you can see at almost the base of the mountain, there's a castle there. And he said, Castle Ward is just north of the mountain, of Mount Waterdeep.
Ah, okay. Thank you very much.
Reckon we can find some reputable inns there.
Yes.
In that direction.
So yes, you want to go up High Road as it hooks. It will go past the caravan camp. There's two. There's one in South Ward, and then there's one in Trade Ward, and then it's going to hook west and cross into Castle Ward.
Where is the Yummy portal located?
He's all, you have business there? You don't look like adventurers.
Oh, no. I have a friend I'm meeting there as well. Lots of friends in the city. Some who apparently don't exist, and some who do.
He kind of looks at you and he goes, that is also in Castle Ward.
Oh, convenient.
Snail Street.
What a great name for a street.
That's one of the entrances. Most people go on Rain Run.
What an even better name.
Is that also a street?
Yes.
Does it rain a lot on that street?
He looks at you. No, it's named after Rain Run, the merchant.
Oh, and the other street's named after a merchant of snails.
That I don't know.
Oh. Okay. Alvin will look at Kale and the rest of the group. To the Castle Ward, then.
Sounds good.
Kale says, as long as they take closer to where everything's happening, sure.
All right. So yeah, you guys head into deeper into Waterdeep. It is busy. Do you guys go the high road route that he recommended, or did you want the other branch?
If that's what he recommended,
definitely.
that's the one I will go.
Okay.
Not exactly keen on getting lost right now.
All right. As you guys pass into the South Ward, because that's where High Road goes, it's a very straight, wide road, almost the size of several houses wide. There's a lot of both foot traffic and carriage traffic and horses, wagons. You see beasts that you haven't seen before, and you can also tell that there's a lot of this is a poorer part of Waterdeep. Lots of kids come up. They try to pick your pocket, but Robin actually notices quite a few of them before they get anything of value.
Alvin hands them each some money every time they come up.
And they look very excited. They're very happy. And
If you could do that, they're never going to leave us alone.
That's okay.
That's kind of not okay, actually.
See, look how happy they are. Alvin hands a couple of silver to another kid.
Kale looks at him.
Alvin,
Silver?
I recommend handing them copper. Would be a good choice.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Alvin looks at the last 10 kids he just gave money to.
Don't worry about them. Just in the future, just give them copper.
Oh. Okay. So 100 copper equals a silver. So I get them like 400 copper?
No, give them a couple copper each.
Oh.
all right, so you guys head northward along the high road. You can actually see where the caravan court is in South Ward. It's a big circular area with a lot of different wagons that are parked there. Just a quick glance, you don't see Galdos, but there's quite a few wagons and carriages that way. as the guard had described, soon the area starts to get a little bit more, why don't we say, financially stable. There seems to be small shops popping up, and you cross into what appears to be a very mercantile area. Lots of shops here, lots of stores of all sorts. They line the high road, and they line each of the streets you start passing. There is another street that funnels into the high road, and when you look down that street, it's wide. It's called River Street, and there's another gate or entrance past the troll wall here. The high road kind of hooks to the west, and you see signs that say to the north that if you go further north, you can visit the City of the Dead. Okay. And the high road turns again, but it turns away from the castle. Can you guys see all this?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And so the high road actually goes this way, whereas the main road also goes to the west, going past Waterdeep Castle. Which direction are you guys going?
Kale looks at Alvin. Wait, are we straight or were we supposed to turn right? I'm confused.
Alvin said, I thought we were turning left.
What? Kale looks at Alvin and just, well, you lead the way. If we get lost, we'll ask for directions.
Alvin looks at the mountain, and he looks north of it. He tries to lead into that general direction.
Oh man.
Okay.
I don't see us having any tokens.
Because
No, I
if
didn't
we
put
had a
any tokens,
token,
but
we'd
it
be
would be
like
really
50
teeny.
feet wide and 100 feet tall.
Yeah, we'd be Godzilla in Waterdeep.
Yeah, because each of those little boxes is a building.
Should we go to the Yawning Portal first to get rooms, and then maybe ask from there if anyone's heard of Lady Steelshine?
Yeah, I mean,
That could be a good idea.
I need to speak with the people at House Rodagast eventually, but I can do that on my own.
and I would. You probably could go to Lady Steelshine on your own, but technically, that's
You wanted to speak with her, didn't you? I think Trym needs to
my
speak with her
wee
as well.
organs that you're taking. So,
Alvin looks at Trym. You need to speak with her as well, right?
Yes. Aye.
Okay. So, Alvin will try to remember the best he can the directions to the Yawning Portal and head that way.
You would be able to find some more of the City Watch around. They're very evident, especially once you enter the castle ward. There's quite a few of them on patrol. You notice that they patrol certain areas and definitely different routes. Though there are fewer of them here than you saw in the South Ward. You suspect part of it is because this area is considered safer.
Kale would hail one of the city guards and ask, "Yo, where's Kale?"
So he points the way. It is actually very. He's okay. You go past the Street of the Bells, past the Street of the Sword, past Warrior's Way, but before you hit the Street of Silver.
And then turn.
Yep. On the right, you're going to look for a big stone building. It's got a slate roof. It's about 4 stories tall. Sorry, I forgot they just built a little section there. And the outside, the shutters are painted blue. It is a big building.
Wait, that's Snail Street or the Yawning Portal?
The Yawning Portal. You were looking for Snail Street, but anyone who's looking for Snail Street is looking for the Yawning Portal. There's almost nothing else on that street.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Are you going down to the Underdark?
I don't know.
I heard he's giving a discount tonight.
Who is he?
The builder.
His name is Builder.
No, the builder is Durnan.
Oh, Durnan the Builder.
The last time we went to the Underdark wasn't such a pleasant trip for us, so...
We didn't actually
Maybe?
make it in the dark.
Yeah.
Hey, to be fair, a whole bunch of spiders just waiting at the cave was already an unpleasant trip to the Underdark. Like,
Even worse, there were rats.
but yeah, that too.
He's all, well, I heard there's a discount. It's usually a gold piece per person, but he's giving a 2-for-1. Now, he's not giving a discount on getting hoisted back up. That's still a gold piece per person.
A one-way trip to death. What could possibly go wrong?
At half price.
I know, right? Well, thank you very much. And it's past Swordway and right before Silver Road, was it?
If you go to the Street of Silver, you've gone too far.
Gotcha.
I kind of want to see the Street of Silver.
We can see it tonight after everything.
Yeah, he looks like they're not really silver.
Oh. The city is full of misleading names.
That's Alvin.
All right. So yeah, you guys walk down the street. These roads are very large, and it is almost exactly as the Watchman described. It is a stone building. There's only one thing that really marks it. It's a signboard that says the Yawning Portal. It's on chains above the front door, and but other than that, there's blue shutters, but there's not big banners, nothing else that announces it. The double doors leading in are very wide. One of them is propped open. You can see past it that there is a large tavern, and in the middle of the tavern is a big, approximately 20-foot wide, it looks like the lip to a well. And above it is like this hoist that will lower people down.
Is it a literal hole in the ground, or is it like a wall built to keep people from falling in?
It is a hole in the ground with a lip like a well around it.
Is it like waist high?
Yeah, it's about waist
Hey,
high.
can you
Okay.
ping where the Yawning Portal is on the map?
So I actually need to reveal a little bit more of it. It is going to be right past. It's right past here. Does that make sense? We're almost just past where the
I'm sorry,
line
my
goes.
computer's being slow.
Okay.
Come on, get back into view. Alright, yeah, now I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the ping anyways.
Okay. So yeah, as you enter in, it is a large room. I mean, it's bigger than a ballroom. It's got tables and chairs and people, actually, some people drinking, a lot of people just talking and chatting. There is, like I said, the big well. It is at just the right height that if you're drunk and you get pushed, you could actually fall in.
Something tells me that's probably a common incident.
Is there any sign of a proprietor of any sort?
Yeah, so past along the back wall is a bar, and you see a young girl there behind the bar. I mean, she's not young; she's probably in her early 20s. There's some waitresses and maids and stable hands all running around as well. They look like they're cleaning things up between meals and setting things up for the afternoon. And she looks up. Hi, can I help you? Are you looking for rooms?
Ah, hello, I'm Alvin. Yes, rooms would be excellent.
Ah, okay. How many rooms? Are you all staying in one room? Are you staying in several rooms?
How many people does a room hold?
Well, we have all sorts of rooms here. And we have small rooms for people who are planning on going down to the Underdark and just need a place to leave their things. Is that what you're planning?
A storage closet? No, we would like an actual room.
She says, very well.
Alvin looks questioningly at the rest of the group. Should we get one room for all of us, or a room separately, or just
Maybe
two rooms,
two
guys and
rooms.
girls?
2 rooms would be nice, with room for enough of us.
How much would one room for 5 cost us?
One room for 5, and not in the common room? Because you could sleep in the common room for
Yeah, and not in the common room.
5 silver piece each. Okay. I could get you a nice, comfortable room for 2 gold pieces a night per room.
And if we were to get 2 rooms that hold around 3 people each?
Oh, I thought that's the price I was giving you.
Well, I was assuming it might cost different rates.
I think they're just charging by person.
Oh. Okay, I
Instead
thought
of
they charged for a room.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know how inns work.
I do have a bunk room that could fit all of you for 5 gold a night. Total.
No, let's just do 2 separate rooms then. 2 gold a night. Yes? Alvin looks at the rest of the group.
Is 2 gold a night total? No, I thought it was per.
Yeah,
person.
2. Oh, per person.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Oh,
It includes meals. Breakfast
It'd be 10
and dinner.
gold, it'd be 10 gold a night for the 2 separate rooms, or 5 gold a night for the bunk room.
wow. Shall we just do the bunk room then?
I'm fine with the bunk room.
I'm cool with the bunk room.
Alright.
Robin, is that fine with you?
Yeah, whatever.
Ah, her enthusiasm settles it.
She's all, terrific. Let me get Murata to take you up to the room. Would you like to set your stuff there now?
Kale looks at her. Do you know where we could find information about people who might be in the city?
Like Lady Steelshine?
Yeah, we're looking for a lady Steelshine. Would you
Bless you.
happen?
Bless you, Robin.
She says, yes, I know of a Lady Steelshine. She lives here in Castle Ward.
Oh, could you specify exactly where?
Yes, well, it's actually, she is the wife of Lord Clarion, so I don't know if they're home right now. Are they expecting you?
They should be.
Kinda.
Okay. So, do you need directions?
Absolutely.
Okay. You would go up past towards the Street of Silver, and you don't want to get to Bazaar Street. You're going to stop beforehand. They have a lovely mansion. If you turn towards the Street of Silks, but don't go all the way, you'll turn into there'll be a
Kale stops her short right there. Could we instead pay a silver to have somebody take us there? Or something like that?
What? No, I can remember that. I'll get us there, no sweat.
Kale looks at Alvin. Questioning.
No, it's fine. Go ahead. What were you saying? You go past Silver Street, and then what?
so not past Silver Street, down Silver Street.
Ah. Kale is visibly worried.
If you've gone to Bazaar Street, you've gone too far. You're going to turn left towards the mountain on Seldith Street, and if you look to the right, there will be a gate, and through that gate has at least 5 or 6 mansions. So you would need to be announced, but among those 5, there is towards the back is Lord Clarion's mansion.
Kale looks at Alvin. Hey, you're the one remembering this, okay?
Yeah,
And if we get lost, it's on you.
go down Silver Street, and then you go to Crazy Street, and then you take a left towards the mountain, and then just Seldit Street, and there's a gate with 5 mansions, and yeah, sure, I've got it.
Kale shrugs.
Do you have, perchance, a piece of parchment that you could write those directions down on?
Nah, I've got it. Don't worry about it.
We'll be fine!
I'm not asking you, boys.
We don't
Oh,
need pull
me-
for directions.
We'll be fine!
I definitely have a piece of parchment.
Thank
and I
you.
was just told by the stable hand that you have a noble beast that you would like to be stabled.
Kale, they're
Kale
calling
looks
you a
at-
noble beast now.
Kale looks at Alvin like...
Aldrik looks over
And
at
then-
Trym.
Yeah, Kale looks at Trym too.
Well, no. Stabling won't be necessary. I don't
Kale
suppose
is-
you
Kale's face grows like dark with heart. Wait, you're not suggesting Grog sleeps with us, right?
I have something to work around that. Doesn't altogether please me, but I can work around it, so don't worry.
Well, anything that's for Grog's health and well-being, I'm sure it's great. She would never hurt her steed in any way possible, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, then we're fine.
Yeah, the woman looks a little hesitant. She says, "Yes, we usually do not let large animals into the upper rooms, and I don't know if he could fit up the stairs. It's 3 floors up."
That's alright. Don't worry about it. He won't be a problem.
She nods. She scribbles down some stuff, the directions, and hands it to you. And she says, "Is there anyone else that you're looking for in this area?"
Leosin, maybe? But he'll meet us tonight, so not really keen on seeing that easy old fool again.
Can you give us directions to the Noozer place?
Oh, yes. They are an odd couple, but they do come in here occasionally. We let them use the portal for free because they don't seem to need our help going up or down. So she says, they also live in Castle Ward. You would have to go back towards the Street of the Bells, though. But I did see Lady Noozer relatively recently, Mrs. Noozer, but I have not seen her husband. He's not come in here for quite a while.
Well, you
Wait,
did just see her recently in the last
How
couple of days.
recently?
Oh, day ago, I believe.
Was she alone?
At the time, yes, but I wasn't paying much attention.
And did she go? Did she take advantage? Did she go down into the Underdark?
At that time, no. She met someone here.
An old
Yeah.
kind of
Do you know who
monkish
she
kind of
knew?
guy.
No, I wasn't here at the time. My father mentioned it.
Cool. Cool.
But you need the way to their house.
That would be very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. So she writes down something. It seems actually closer. It's Street of the Bells, back the way, only a couple of blocks up. And she says it's a small house. Sometimes odd things happen, though. You'll see blue smoke come out from the chimneys and flashes of light. And she hands you the parchment.
Thank
Kale
you.
gives it to Alvin. Wait, I mean, gives the
Too late. Alvin takes
steel.
it.
Okay.
Anything else I can help you with?
You wouldn't happen to know a Gluncheon, would you?
No, I've not met a Gluncheon.
Okay, thank you.
Just for the record, you don't suppose a Gluncheon is a species instead of a name, right?
Are you talking to Alvin?
No, to the barkeep.
No, I thought your friend was referring to a person.
I
Okay.
am.
She says, well, dinner will be served in, she looks, about 3 hours. And we serve it for an additional 3. So if you're running late, that's fine.
Okay. Someone's going to show us to our room?
Yes. So she waves over Murata, and Murata's got a key. She goes, we have 2 keys to the room. Who will be carrying them?
I'll take one if no one objects.
That's fine.
And-
Go for it.
And Aldrik is the treasurer, so he should take the.
Sure. I'll just take the second one.
Okay. And she hands the other key. Follow me. So she goes past the big hole in the floor, and then you guys cross through what appears to be a common room. There's pallets on the floor. There's paneled walls that are decorated in blue tapestries, and then you hit a set of stairs in the back, and she takes you up essentially 2 flights. Then you cross over a hallway that's got some well-worn floorboards and hit another set of stairs, and she takes you up there, and she says, we have 2 rooms of 6, and she kind of like opens up both doors, and she goes, you can choose which one you'd like, and we'll rent out the other one.
Does either one have windows?
They both have windows, and they look essentially identical.
They both face out towards the street that we came in.
One actually does face out to the street, and the other one faces towards the back. You can see a whole sea of roofs.
Should we take the street view?
Sure. Unless anyone else objects.
It might be loud,
Yeah, that sounds fine.
but that's fine.
And so yeah, so she closes the other door. She says, "Now the sun sometimes is a little bright towards sunset coming through these windows."
I will work around it.
The mountain cuts it off soon enough. if you need anything, just pull on that bell. Since you're on the top floor, it does take a while for one of the chambermaids to come up, but they will come.
And thank you kindly.
And she wanders off.
Kale just drops his bag, picks up his crossbow, tosses it on his back, and then looks at Alvin. Let's go.
My only issue is that they said we need to be announced because her mansion is behind a locked gate. I have the letter from Leosin to Lady Steelshine, but I don't know if that'll be enough to get us through that gate.
Let's find out.
We could always go to the newsers. We told them we'd stop by, and they could probably let us know what needs to happen.
I'd kind of like to know what just happened. What happened to me 3 months ago?
No, I'm saying if we go to the news, out of character, if we go to the newsers, they can let us know what's going to need to happen for us to get into that gate.
And out of character, I feel like there's a pretty good chance Lady Steelshine might actually be at the meeting at the Yawning Portal tonight.
Yeah, I know, right? I was thinking that too.
That's kind of there's a decent chance.
Yeah.
I was hoping to go to hit the newsers before this meeting, unless there's other things that need to happen.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Are you okay with that, Kale?
You could take Robin to the newsers, and then me, Trym, and Alvin can see if we get to Steel Shines. And if we get denied access, then we'll just head over back to the newsers, and we'll catch up with you.
I actually want to speak with the newsers too, is the issue.
And we don't have to do that, I'm just saying.
Trym, what would you like to do?
And she kind of looks like she snaps back to reality. Huh? What?
Oh, there goes gravity.
Well, it sounded like to me that we very likely were not going to get permitted admittance into the Steel Shine thing unless we get some sort of fancy-fangled invitation of some sort. So
I'm gonna try anyway.
keep your hands in your pockets.
I told you before, I can still cast stuff with.
It just makes me feel better.
And
We
just to prove a point, the lanterns, if there are lanterns inside the room, flicker on and flicker off. Kale uses a subtle spell.
Kale, it's noon. Don't light the lanterns.
And suddenly all my good feelings about the hands in the pockets just died. What would happen if I just removed your hands from your body? I can reattach them later.
Kale checks this one. I could still cast about 5 spells a day.
Robin, what would you
Yeah?
prefer to do?
What's going on? I'm sorry.
Go speak to Lady Steelshine? Very unlikely. We're going to speak to newsers.
Oh, what's everybody else gonna do?
Kale wants to go speak with Lady Steelshine. Alvin is ambivalent. Aldrik wants to go see the newsers, and Trym thinks it'd be pointless to go speak with Lady Steelshine right now. We wouldn't even be able to get through the gate.
Well, I'm kind of ambivalent too.
Super helpful. Okay, let's go speak with the newsers then. That's Alvin's vote.
Then Kale looks at Alvin. Then can I have the directions you'll shine home?
Oh, I can give you directions.
No, like I need the parchment that takes me to the Steel Shine home.
Oh no, I can just tell you. It's fine. Listen, you head.
Trym has the parchment.
Wait, what?
I remember Trym has the parchment.
Oh, I thought Alvin took it. I heard Alvin took it, so.
I took whatever Kale handed to me. So if Kale never had the directions, then Alvin doesn't have anything.
Oh, then.
Trym has the parchment with the directions. And
Then-
she's gonna tuck it away slowly. Be like, let's go see the newsers first. And then, if nothing interesting is happening there, then one or two of us can go see
Hey,
about
Trym.
the Steel Shines.
I can keep an eye on him if he wants to go do that.
Oh,
I
and
think the goal is, Alvin and Trym would also like to be there for the Steel Shine meeting, so we can't split up.
well, I'm going to be asking about completely personal. They have business. I don't. I'm just. She needs to have an idea of what's probably going on with
Oh,
me and
my-
why it works on me.
My thought is that maybe the newsers might have a way for us to get invited over to the Steel Shines.
But then that would be the newser's credit, not mine.
Why does that matter?
Because it matters. Hey, and Kale starts tearing up a little.
Kale, are you in love with Lady Steelshine?
No.
She's married. Lord Clarion, we just
No.
heard.
No, it's been a while since I had any battle glory. I need some.
Let's
kind
not
of
battle our way
affirmation.
to Lady Steelshine's mansion.
I won't. I promise I won't. I'm just going to try. So, Kale
Don't-
looks at everybody who is not him. So whoever has the parchment that leads me to the Steel Shine Mansion, can I please have it? And he turns to Alvin. And can I have that Leosin letter? Wait, no, you're gonna need that. Never mind.
Yeah. The gem and letter
I'll
is
work
fine
something
with me,
out.
but
Then can I have the gem?
Absolutely not.
No. It is technically, left owns that you're stealing. You know that, right?
No.
Yes, you are.
If I remember correctly, you were unconscious when Alvin came across you and picked up the gem.
Yeah, finders keepers.
Yes, but Kale was like, Alright, at any rate, he pockets some change from his gold purse, leaves the most of the money back in the inn, because apparently he doesn't want to get robbed of all his goods. And alright, anyway, see ya guys.
Okay, did Trym give you the parchment?
No,
All right.
he's
He's
just
just going on his own.
Okay.
yeah.
And Robin's
Go
gonna follow him.
go up Gold Street and take a right to Crazy Street. And you want to go right from the mountain until you see the harbor.
Trym is
A
gonna
mage hand appears and then just slowly flips them off, and it kind of like drifts away as it gets out of range.
All right.
As Robin goes to follow him, Trym is gonna covertly pass her the parchment with the directions. Here, you're gonna need these.
No, I gave him great advice. He'll be fine.
Man.
Okay.
Kale will actually go back down to the barkeep and then ask the barkeep if somebody can take him to the newsers. Newsers, to Lady Steelshine's mansion.
Hey, idiot!
What?
I might have something you want.
No. I'm just gonna pay somebody to take me there, because I can't. The city's too big and too weird and too many strange street names.
I wonder. Pulls out the paper.
Yeah, that's not gonna help me much if I don't know which street is which street. Anyway, Kale turned back to the barkeep lady. Reckon you can have somebody help me with this particular predicament?
Yes, I have a stable hand. That'll be 2 silver pieces.
And Kale hands her 2 silver pieces.
She's all, Griog, come here. This guy wants to go over to the Lord Clarion's place. And then there's just this slight conference kind of out of your hearing, and she hands him a piece of parchment with directions.
Kale looks at Robin. You coming?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, Robin's got the higher initiative, so we'll follow Robin and Kale at this moment. You guys go up. The stable boys, maybe about 14, 15. He takes you up, actually backtracks towards Warrior's Way, takes you up Warrior's Way, crosses over as expected, and you come up. You actually notice at this point the houses are getting more and more expensive. A lot of them are behind gates. Some of them are individual houses behind gates, and some of them are groups of houses that are clustered behind gates. Most of them have a little bit of land, but not a lot. It looks as if many of the mansions are kind of clustered closer together. Small yards or small places for trees or gardens, things like that. And so you come across, or the kid Griog brings you over to one of the gated communities, and looking beyond it, you can see there's 5 houses, one to the very back that is probably the tallest, not the largest across, but the tallest. To be about stories tall.
You're going in and out, Cindy.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. So yeah, he takes you to a gated community, and there's one tall building towards the back. It's the tallest in there, but not the widest. And he says, "I think that's it." And he points to the gate.
Kale hands him a silver piece and says, do you mind waiting here for just like 5 minutes? This might not pan out, so I need you to take me somewhere else.
He's all, okay.
And then Kale would walk up to the gate, in which he assumes there's a security person, guard.
Looking around, there's no one.
Kale looks at the guard at the gate and is like, hello? Is the gate locked?
Looking around, you don't see a key or a place for a key.
Kale, is the gate push or slide?
Go ahead and roll an investigation check. Okay. It looks like it is a push gate.
And then I'm gonna do an Arcana check, because not too long ago, a chest exploded on my face.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Doing an Arcana check, you do notice that there are, at the hinges, there appear to be kind of like some runes that look very suspicious. So at first you just thought they were scratches into the metal, but they look actually like they have some sort of pattern.
Well, that's pretty strong deterrence. And nobody's here?
Not that answered your call.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going in there. Kale tries one more time. Hello? Is the closest house anywhere between 30 feet or something?
Yeah. And in fact, when you yell again, you can see that someone pokes their head out.
A door or a window?
Out of a door. What do you want?
I kinda need to see Lord Clarion, or rather his wife, Lady Steelshine. It's kind of important.
Well, I don't mind my neighbor's business, so I don't know if they're even home.
Oh.
But I will tell you that they're strange folk. Are you sure you want to visit them? Are you relatives? I don't know if you're relatives. Come out in the light a little bit more. Let me see if you look like them.
Kale casts light on his sleeve shirt. Is that pretty good?
Yeah, you don't look like them. Are you saying
No.
you're relatives?
No, they're supposed to help me out with why I can, and he spells light and casts light again. Why I can do that.
Oh, you are kind of odd. They do have strange people going in and out of that house sometimes. Not that you look strange. You look kind of ordinary, kind of normal. But they've got some weird folk that go in and out. I counted 5 yesterday.
Oh?
Yeah.
What kind of folk, if you don't mind saying?
Oh, I don't mind saying, but I don't mind my neighbor's business. So I couldn't describe them.
Well, would you happen to know where they might be, like what their usual businesses are during the day if they're not home? I know you don't mind their business, but hypothetically speaking, like if you knew where they were, where would they be?
I don't know. They think they're all smart, so sometimes I'm sure they go to libraries and stuff.
The one close to the city of the dead or the one by the harbor?
Well, there's more than 2 libraries in this town. Do you think we're
Oh, that's...
backwater?
well, no, but I only know
Yeah.
a few.
No.
We're kind of
Anyway.
tourists here.
Oh, well, I can tell. Look at your clothes.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm not sure. And again, he dispels light and recasts it again. Why I can do stuff like this? I just... Well, one day I could, and they seem to know why I can.
So what do you want of me, boy?
I just hope that maybe you could let me in to see if I could knock at their door. This, and then he points to the gate, has explosive runes, and I'm not really keen on opening it and having something blow up in my face.
Of course they have explosive runes. It's to keep people riffraff out. Are
Exactly.
you out?
Yes, but I'm not riffraff. See, riffraff can't, and then he spells light and casts light again. Do that.
Well, how do I know what riffraff can do? I don't associate with them.
I happen to know a few of them, but they don't
Robin
do this.
conks him on the head. Stop. Thank you. So, is this person in the next house over, or in the house that we're trying to get in?
She's about 2 houses down from the house that you think is the one you're trying to get in, the one towards the back.
Well, we thank you so much for your time.
No, Kale casts Mage Hand and stuffs it inside Robin's mouth. Wait, we're not done here yet. Yeah, like I was saying, if you could just bring me in, you could keep an eye on me. I'll just knock on their door. If they're not home, I'll leave, okay? But I just try.
Don't you know, young man, you're supposed to treat ladies better than that.
She's really not a lady.
Well, I would definitely say you're not a gentleman.
No, I'm not.
Yes, I'd say you're riffraff for sure. Are you okay, young miss?
She's fine.
Like,
She lights my butts on fire every morning. She's not really a lady. It's...
Young man, you should not say words like butt in front of a lady. I tell you, you really need to learn some behavior. I think I have a book of etiquette someplace in here.
In the distance, Alvin's saying, I told you! Be polite!
Kale is like, well, I would actually like that very much, because higher social rank people kind of confuse me, and it seems that I've been stuck dealing with quite a few of them as of late, and I would, if you have that book, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, while you're giving me that book, you wouldn't mind, you suppose, let me in, let me knock on their door.
No, I told you you're riffraff. Now don't forget, you're supposed to say please.
Please let me in and knock on their door. I really, really need
is
to.
the mage hand still in my mouth, or?
Yes. It's now out of your mouth, but it's still clamping it together.
She's no, I'm not going to let you in. You're definitely riffraff. You don't have the right clothes. You don't have the right manners.
Robin just has her hand in front of her face.
Kale casts Presto to make his shirt look as dressly as possible. Completely ironed, smells nice, looks absolutely clean. Is this better? Look, it's been a long day. I really just need to try. And you seem kind of helpful. Come on. Help a guy out here.
Roll a persuasion check.
Can I intimidate
No.
Robin to help me with this?
I suspect she's not feeling very helpful right now.
No, but I can intimidate her.
You can try.
Intimidate.
I would give advantage at this point.
So, what's that going against?
Okay.
Probably your better judgment, which is your wisdom.
So, let's see. I am going to say, Robin, that you would get you would get advantage on this. Um, hmm. I'm going to give it as a charisma saving throw.
Alright.
I mean, with a 3 persuasion, I'm not getting in either way. Yeah, I'm not getting in.
So,
Fucking bards.
I'm just
So-
laughing even with my mouth held shut.
Yeah.
I am just laughing.
so the woman says, "Yes, hold on. Let me get a footman." And she, this little young boy comes out and he takes this book, etiquette book, and throws it over the gate.
Yeah, the mage Robin's mouth and quickly reaches the book from the middle of the air. Thank you very much, lady.
You'll need that.
I know.
Across the gate.
I know. And the book slithers into Kale's hand, and now Kale has 3 hands, but that's really not the issue. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for letting us know about the steel shines, and really wish to let. Don't worry, we'll be back soon.
Says, it's on page 15. If it's Lord Clarion, it's the Clarions, not the Steel Shines.
Well, like I said, I've never even met them. They're just supposed to help me out here.
And I'm supposed to let you in?
Yes.
The door slams.
Kale turns to Robin, beams. That went well, don't you think? Turns to the stable hand. Right. You wouldn't happen to know where they are, would you?
No.
Then, well, Kale tries. Can I do a history check to try and remember the direction?
Yeah.
There's.
Yeah, you can definitely do a history check.
Where are you going again?
I don't know how well I trust that information.
Okay.
Why don't you take me back to the inn for now?
Okay. So yeah, he heads back towards the inn at an actually a faster pace than how he had come out from the inn. So at this point, then we will go over to Aldrik, Alvin, and Trym.
Wonder how the kids are
Well,
faring.
something I would like to do.
Yes.
Oh no.
Is that lady still hanging about? Because I'd like to apologize to her.
No, she's on us.
Yeah, she had closed the door on you guys, but you probably, if you wanted to, when Kale let go of your mouth to catch the book, have been able to say something.
No. So.
You probably had enough time to just yell sorry before she slammed the door. Oh, by the way, is Etiquette's really a book on etiquette?
Yeah, she gave you a book on etiquette.
Wow. I'm not even sure if Kale can read. I think he can.
What?
He grew up as a farmer!
Are you
He
telling me
knows-
Kel can't read?
Well, maybe not well.
I would say you would be able to read because even if Kale could not, Lex sees through his eyes, so he would be reading to him.
That's true. That would work. But yes, Kale might not be able to read and
Everything you
understand
read
the
is an
words.
audiobook.
Uh-huh! Isn't that great?
All right. So, Alvin, Aldrik, and Trym, you approach what this house that was described by the woman at the yawning portal. And it is kind of as she had described. It is a narrow house that appears like it would only be about one room wide. It's got a pretty narrow door. There are two large mansions on either side. Neither of them are gated. This area is not gated. And there's a on the door there's a knocker, and there's a couple of windows in the front. You can't see how far deep the house goes. Kind of reminds you of one of those little townhomes that you might see in San Francisco or Baltimore.
Well, shall we?
We shall.
Is the knocker on the door at Trym's height?
Is Alvin the only one tall enough to reach it?
Trym, if you reached up, you could get it. It would be a reach. You might almost
Get
need
Grog
sit
to
down.
boost you.
Oh, yeah, I got grog.
Stand on top of Grog and then athletics check and knock that bitch.
I got it! I got it! Just a little bit
Trym, would you
closer.
like? Alvin could just do this.
Yeah, I can just reach over and.
No, I got it, I got it, I got it.
Oh, okay, all right then.
She does the knocker on the door and then just looks really satisfied with herself.
Alvin just gives her a wary look.
Oh, that felt good. Finally.
You see a couple of lights go on in the windows upstairs.
Trym's satisfied look melts away and her eyes get wide. I really don't like voices in my head. That really makes me uncomfortable.
Is Lex speaking to you now too?
No,
Oh, it's your sword.
no, I don't think so.
Oh, is it Carmen?
Trym asks in her mind, is that Carmen?
It's probably Carmen.
Oh, yes, it is. It's Trym Oakstone along with, Aldrik and Alvin? Yeah, that's the Alvin.
Okay. So the door opens. There's no one there in the hallway.
Alvin steps into the house.
Aldrik follows.
This is trippy. Trym walks in.
Do you
Yeah,
leave Grog
She
out
does that a
front?
lot.
Do you leave Grog out front? It's a very narrow door.
Yeah, I tell him to sit by the door and watch for any intruders or Kale and Robin. Never know.
Okay. So you step in. The door shuts behind you, and as it shuts, a curtain kind of appears in front of you, guys.
Is it similar to the one in their carriage?
Yes.
Okay. Alvin steps forward and opens it.
Okay. Sliding the curtain aside, it opens up into a very large entryway. This house with double stairways that go up both sides, and hallways and doors that lead off, and a gigantic entrance that has like a piano beyond it and different instruments, and Carmen's coming down one of the stares and she says, "Oh, my husband said that you might be coming by."
Oh, hello, Carmen. This one is much larger than the one in your carriage.
"Oh, well, yes, we live in this one. You look very different."
Oh, yes. Alvin kind of pats his head. I feel very relieved to finally be done with that disguise. I'm simply Alvin again.
"Well, welcome, all of you. Um, my husband is not here right now. Boris will be back for dinner. Or actually, after dinner. I think he said he had a meeting."
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. We were hoping to have some time to speak, and we have a meeting of our own tonight.
"No, perhaps it's the same."
Very likely.
She smiles. She says, "He did say that you were asking for some items or some assistance."
Yeah, we were hoping that perhaps knowing of what we're doing and knowing of our help in the issue, although it didn't end as well as we might have hoped, that you might have something that might help us, help keep us alive.
He did have a few things. I'm not sure where he's placed them right now. But come on in. Have a seat.
Well, thank you.
So she leads the way. You step down a couple of steps. You pass the musical instruments. There's a large courtyard with all sorts of plants and flowers and such like that, and it has a big sky dome above and a very nice seating. And she says, "Please have a seat. I'll get some tea. Are you missing the hin tea from the road, or would you like a different tea?"
I'd be up for trying a different tea.
Alvin is distracted, looking around, looking for any sign of Con. Not really listening to the conversation.
Just the regular tea is fine for me.
So she steps away and soon comes back with actually an assortment of teacups and mugs, all of them smelling a little differently. But says, "Well, help yourself." And then there's also a plate of cookies.
Cookies.
Gee, it's too bad our friend Robin couldn't be here.
Hey, but do you mind if I take a couple of cookies for her?
"Oh, yes.
Alright.
That's perfectly fine. I can even have a bag made."
Oh, that would be better, because they might get crumbled up in my pockets.
So, I know we've spoken with your husband. Could you provide us an update on the situation regarding the young man?
"Yes, I can give you an update. Con actually is not in this house at this time. I did take him over to the Church of Lathander because they thought that there might be more success for some of the designated healers with another temple. But they said that they would take a look at him first. He's been there for about a day right now. Do you have connections with the church?"
Yeah, you could say that. I suppose it's probably time we can be straight with you, and I'll go ahead and pull out my amulet with Ender.
She nods. She says, "Yeah, I kind of saw it in his head." She points to Alvin.
Alvin shrugs guiltily.
Aldrik laughs. Well, I'm glad that they're looking at him. Certainly, I have limited abilities with healing myself, and I've done all I can for him. So I'm hopeful that they, or again, some of the other allied temples, may be able to help him.
Do they know who he is?
Yes, They did ask. I did not lie.
Will that not cause complications with the house?
It will if they tell anyone.
And you don't think they will?
Well, I don't know the members of the Spires of the Morning as well as probably your friend here, but they seemed like a trustworthy bunch, and I might have looked in a couple of minds just to check.
Ah, I should have guessed.
Yeah, I don't think they were that happy with me, but I got the information I needed.
Alvin looks a little unhappy with that, but doesn't say anything.
Carmen looks pretty self-satisfied.
As I would expect of Carmen.
Okay, so at this point in time, Kale had asked the stable hand over, or the person at the yawning portal for another escort. I don't know if Robin's back, but Robin, would you have gone with?
You're muted.
She might have. She might. Oh.
Huh? What's been?
So Kale's going off to the Noosers. Would you have accompanied him?
Yeah.
All
You
right.
sound really enthusiastic about
I know. So
I wonder why.
So Kale and Robin actually approach the door. They're taken to the door. You don't see any signs of your friends except for Grog outside.
Who is so happy?
Means they're here. He'll pay the stable hand another silver, and then thanks him.
Can I leave?
Yes.
Good. That dog looks kind of scary, you know.
He is, actually.
Yeah. It's those big tusk things.
He eats staple hands.
Trust me. I wouldn't trust him if he didn't belong to there.
And through this whole conversation, Grog's tongue is like hanging out of his skull. He just looks so happy.
Kale just casts mage hand at Grog. Hey there, good boy, good boy. But he wouldn't actually touch the dog himself. That's too scary. What?
What? That's awful.
Yeah, I used mage hand, so I didn't actually touch it, which is good. But that would have crit me.
Oh my gosh, I had to. I had to see.
Wow.
2d4
Really?
psychic damage. Oh, start their turn, never mind.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Oh god. Never to touch that dog again. I see what happens to the mage hand, and I'm like, ugh! The mage hand shakes where slobber is left off of Grog, and there's a knocker on the door, right?
There is a knocker on the door.
Could Kale reach it with his physical hands? I would assume yes.
Yes.
Okay, then Kale would use his mage hand just for...
Okay.
Hello? Me, Kale? Are the others inside? Trym, Aldrik, and who you probably now know as Alvin?
So the door opens to invite you guys in. You don't see anyone.
Kale assumes the person is still in his head. Hey, why is there an empty room? This doesn't look like a house. Am I being April fooled here? Is this April?
Oh.
Huh, okay. Kale steps in, drags Robin with him.
Okay. So as the door closes, again, curtain appears in front of you.
Kale uses slobbery mage hand to move the curtain away.
Okay. Yeah, and you see the essentially massive interior of a mansion behind the curtain. Most of this house has been hidden. Why don't we say? And you can see your friends out in the courtyard, sitting around drinking tea.
Hello. Hello.
So Robin's just gonna go up and get some of the tea and sit with Trym.
Cookies. Look.
How'd it go, Kale?
I got this, and he of etiquettes. I don't think Lady Steelshine is home though. There was this really lovely person, and when he says lovely, he says it in the best sarcastic tone that he could.
Oh, she sounds
And-
wonderful. I was genuinely.
He was wonderful. Somebody else wasn't.
Yeah,
Alvin looks at Kale. Are you someone?
maybe. I don't know. I mean, I couldn't go in. They had like explosive runes on the gate. I didn't want to get caked, so. And they didn't let me in, which is kind of sad. But that's okay.
But predictable all the same.
Make sure you go read that book.
Kale will actually sit down and read the book.
About this time, Carmen comes back out. She's like dragging a whole bunch of stuff, and she goes, "Okay, I found where Boris had put some stuff away. He said that you guys could choose any or all of these things. He thought they might be helpful. And at this point, I will, let's see if this works, show these things,
Kale's-
and you guys can look at them. And
Kale
decide
slams
who's
the
taking
book.
what.
Kale slams the book and like looks into the bag of goodies. It's like Christmas. It's not April. It's December.
All right. So she starts pulling out stuff.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Dang.
So, aren't you guys glad I asked about this?
Yes. Oh my God! Yes.
You might need to. Let's see. What else do we have?
Oh, is this ring one of the rings that we heard about before?
Why do they have so many cool stuff? And they're just throwing so.
Hmm?
They're just giving. Wow! What fools!
No, it means they have much better stuff, and this is their.
I know. I know. But still, they're giving it to us. What fools! They don't know what we can do with these things.
All right.
Oh,
So
useful items, those are fun.
I call dibs.
So you might want to look at what there is and choose how to distribute it. But then we will call this a night. It's like opening up a.
Perfect. Right at 3 hours for
Yep.
Kale.
So I'm shopping.
Ooh, cloak of useful items. I can see that
Yes.
working really well for either Robin or Kale.
Can I get the snake serpent thing, please? Please, please, please. You can have the useful items cloak.
Well, what's Trym gonna do with the useful items? I mean, that would be.
Well,
like
no, I
giving-
meant Robin could have
Oh.
the useful cloak.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Trym, you can have the mule.
Mule. There's
She
a
already
mule?
has Grog.
Yeah,
Wait.
Trym doesn't need the mule.
Wait, but. Oh, it's a mule figurine.
Yes, yes. See, it can make beasts of burden, and
I mean,
it can make mules. It's
pretty-
perfect for you.
Oh.
Does anyone here wear leather armor?
Robin.
Uh,
Yeah.
Robin does.
yeah, Robin.
Robin, you should definitely take the armor.
What's going on? There's
We're getting free stuff.
There's
I'll
so many
do- I'll do
windows.
that.
I can't.
Aldrik asked Mr.
Even.
Noozer for if they had anything that might help keep us alive, and this is what he came up with.
Ring of Resistances, 2 of them.
My thing is lagging.
It's okay. You'll just get stuck with all the rest of the cool stuff after we're done picking.
Trym, why don't you take the Charm of the Dragon Slayer?
Ooh. Nice. probably be a good idea.
Okay.
Robe of snakes? Oh my word.